that needed to be done. Today I'll be talking to you about Malaysia and the good things about it, because the last one was a bit like really negative and horrible, and I apologise for it because I feel really bad now. I mean, like, yes, there was some very bad parts about the school, but as an overall experience with Malaysia, it was absolutely amazing, and I didn't involve that, and I feel like I'm sorry. The good things about Malaysia was that it was always comfortable. Like, because I was there for 13 years, I got used to the heat, and it was about 30 to 35 degrees over there. But I mean, for here, it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. For us Malaysian people, it was normal, and you'd walk around with shorts and a vest on and you'd feel completely comfortable because you were in that heat all the time. And you didn't have to bring sweatshirts with you, or, you know, have to bother with umbrellas all the time, because yeah, it did rain, and when it rained bad. Like, it was a proper storm, and you would have probably died in it because there were trees falling over and everything. But over here, it's like umbrella, coat, need scarf, need gloves, need everything to make sure I can keep warm in this weather, because it's actually I don't like it. But over there, it's like the only thing you have to bring a jumper for is the cinema. Because the cinema was always cold. It was always like you'd probably freeze there, and you'd actually hire blankets to make sure that you could keep warm in the cinema. It was just like, it's only £4 for a blanket though, which is alright really. Another great thing about Malaysia is that the food is amazing. It is to die for. It's like, yeah, maybe it's just, you know, sushi, rice, noodles, that kind of Asian mix of fish, isn't it? But it's just so good. Like, oh my god, it's amazing. If you were, you know, if you wanted to go to a sushi restaurant, literally, it was 5 minutes walk, or like, you just had to drive to a shopping mall and it'd be there. You'd find like 5 sushi restaurants in like one place, and it was just great. If you don't like sushi, then pointless information, but there was stuff like noodles, rice, chicken rice, all this bleh. And you can literally buy a meal, like a whole meal, chicken rice, vegetables, on one plate for 5 ringgit, which over here is £1. You can get like a Subway meal for £1. Literally. It's just ridiculous. Because local food, the locals would come in like any time of day. Literally the restaurant is open, well, it's open till like 2 AM in the morning, actually all day. So if you came out of a nightclub, which I did once, and was really hungry, you could just walk a few blocks and you'd have a local place and you could just go eat there. I mean, like, come on, who doesn't want to live in a place where you can just get a £1 meal like 5 minutes away? Go figure. Another amazing thing which I never realised until I came here is that the cultures are so different. Like, you meet Chinese, Malay, Indian, and it's just normal over there to speak to someone like that, whereas over here it's a big like, oh my god, you speak to Asian people. I don't get it. I mean, when I went to my school, I learnt fluent Mandarin, which is Chinese, and I could speak it to random Chinese people in the street, and they'd be like, oh my god, you speak, you know, our language, and I'd be like, yeah man, what's going down with this, isn't it? I can say a good thing about my old school was that it was really hard to get the grades you want to get. It is over here, of course, but I mean, like, over there it was like mega strict. And I'm actually really happy for that now, because it prepared me for over here and the grades, and you know, it felt so much easier when I got over here because I wasn't challenged as much, I guess. I mean, I'm still challenged, but not as bad and as much in, you know. I made an amazing friend there in my old school, which I already knew before I went to school. And she is still, to this day, probably one of the closest people I've ever met. She has the same name as me, Paige, which is pretty weird. But I will always remember that friendship because it was just great. She was always there for me. I was always there for her. Even though I was a year older than her, we always had that lunchtime where we just meet, and it was just great. And I will always remember the friends I made there anyway, like generally, because they were just amazing and I loved them. Oh, it's just, wow. I can't believe I lived there. It's so weird. And I hope this was kind of educational, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Thank you for watching, and please thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Hopefully I'm putting up the smoothie challenge up this week, which I should have done that last week, but I'm doing it with my brother, so it should be entertaining. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye.